Hello children, good morning to you all. Hope you have understood yesterday's lesson explanation Greenland. Okay, I have given just an introduction and told about the location of the place, boundaries of the place. Okay, once again I repeat the same thing. We are going to study about the polar region with the help of the study of Greenland. Greenland is the largest island in the world. It is located in the North Polar region. Understand? And it is just close to the archipelagos of Canada, means a group of islands, and the other side, the part of Europe and Asia will be there. Okay, and it is surrounded by water on all the sides, so we call it the island, you know it. So it is surrounded by uh, Arctic Ocean in the north and the North Atlantic Ocean in the south, Baffin Bay and Davis Strait in the west, and Greenland Sea in the east. Okay, and why you can ask me the question when you say, yesterday I said, Greenland is surrounded by water on all sides. In such a case, how can it be possible for us to have the human life over there? Yeah, it is very difficult, but even then, few people live in this extremely cold region, and they live around the western and eastern coast. Greenland will be like this small island, it goes like this. Okay, here is Arctic Sea. It is a rough sketch. Arctic Sea, Arctic Ocean, I mean. Here, North Atlantic Ocean you will have. This is east. This side you have Greenland Sea. And here you have Baffin Bay. This is west. I could write like this. Baffin Bay. And here you have a Davis Strait. Strait is the narrow strip of land where water rushes inside. Okay, very close to the land. So these four are the main borders of Greenland. Greenland is the largest island in the world, and we take it as an example for our study about the location, surface, life of the people, vegetation, everything about the polar region. So life exists only in North Polar region, not in the South Polar region. South Polar region is the South Pole is surrounded by Antarctica uh, continent, but whole continent is completely ice. We cannot have any life over there. Many expeditions are taking place to study about the land, but still we did not have any kind of life over there. But whereas in the north we have Greenland, and here this side, western part of Greenland, we have archipelagos of Canada, means small group islands group, and this side we have here Europe, northern part of Europe, and the other side we have northern part of Asia. This all comprises of North Polar region. So mainly we have taken in all these places life exists mostly. In North Turkey, Netherlands, England. These all places come under North Polar region. Life exists over there. And Canadian islands. So we have taken Greenland as the example for our study. So these are the four borders of Greenland. What are they? In the north, Arctic Ocean. In the south, North Atlantic Ocean. In the east, Greenland Sea. In the west, Baffin Bay. Okay. After this, it was not an independent country for many years. It was not an independent country for many years. It was under the rule of Denmark. It was the part of Denmark. Its capital of Greenland is Nuuk. 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 Nuuk is the capital of Greenland. It is here somewhere. Hmm? And its old name, this Nuuk was known as Godthab. Old name is Godthab. Okay. And it was not a independent country. It was the part of Denmark, Netherlands at present. Okay, then if it comes for about the study of the place, it does not have its own municipality. It is under Denmark rule. And here, though it is covered with such a great and thickest layer of ice, it has the world's biggest national park, which is known as Northeast Greenland National Park. So, life is possible along the western coast. Next to study about it is major part of this island is completely only life here and there you can find near the coasts in the southern part, but other part is completely covered with thick layer of ice, completely covered with thick layer of ice. So we cannot expect any very dense population over here or very thick forests here. Here and there during the summer season, when sun's rays fall on the earth, that too only for 1 month, for the month of May, there will be sunlight for few days, and it will be for whole day and night, children. So it is known as the land of midnight sun. During midnight also you can see sunlight over there. So to see this fantastic scenery, people from all over the world visit Greenland during the summer. Why? Because in summer season, whole month of summer, it receives a little bit, not how much hot sun we receive, temperature, high temperature we receive. Not like that. Moderate, very pleasant weather will be there for few days. Understand? That too in the month of May only. You don't even expect any rainfall or even snowfall also in this place. But whatever comes from the sky, it gets frozen. So no chance of any rainfall or what to say, snowfall. But what happens? It has many icebergs, as major part of this land is under permanent ice and is located at the Arctic region. This is a part of tundra region. As we reach near Greenland, we see big blocks of ice floating in water. They are known as icebergs. So, this Greenland comes under tundra region. Tundra means very cold and dry place is called tundra. So, this North Polar region is called tundra region also. Tundra. Tundra means very cold desert, I can say. Understand? But as you move towards the North Polar region, here you will have this part all Atlantic Ocean. As you go towards the north part of our Atlantic Ocean, you can see very, very big blocks of ice floating in water. They are called icebergs. So, as we go towards the north, towards the North Polar region, you can see in Atlantic Ocean, northern part of Atlantic Ocean, very huge blocks of ice floating in water. These are called icebergs. How are these icebergs formed? Icebergs are very huge piece of ice which get cut off from the main land surface of the polar region. Whole polar region mostly covered with ice, right? So Greenland gets most of the icebergs. How are they formed then? What happens if it gets little bit of heat also? The big pieces, huge pieces of ice from the mainland cut off and they slowly slide down into the sea. Understand? And they look like a huge mountain of ice. They are called icebergs. Understand? How are they formed? Icebergs are the huge pieces of ice. They are cut down from the main ice covered land as a very big block, and they slowly, as it is an ice, it's little bit melts also, just moves, jerks down, and it is slowly slides into water. As you know, when you have any cold juice to drink, you put ice cubes in, they will float on water. Understand? So, same way, these such a big, huge ice blocks which are called icebergs, they also float on water. And you know, the major part of it, suppose here it is water like this. Major part of it is hidden inside the earth. Only a little part can be seen on the surface of water. The big surface, big part of it is hidden inside the water. Only a little part of it will be seen on the surface of the water. Understand? So, for ships it is very dangerous. If they are very hard also. If ships hit this iceberg, what happens? Shipwreck will take place. Ships get broken. They get hole inside and water gushes very fast into the ships and they get submerged in water. You have seen Titanic, means you understand this is what had happened with the Titanic. It meets with an accident. While the captain was driving the ship, what happens? It hits to the iceberg. So what happens? Little bit of it. If you see Titanic movie, you will understand. It a little bit of it was, little part of it was floating on water. They could not see, and I told already it is a huge mountain like our Mount Everest. So the ship hit to it. So it got a hole. So water gushed inside and all the people died. Understand? So such a dangerous thing also takes place. That is why icebergs are very dangerous for the moving ships. Why? Because they cause a shipwreck. WRECK. Wreck. Wreck means an accident. Huh? the ship gets whole and water gushes in, and because of the water the ship becomes heavy and it gets submerged, మునిగిపోతుంది. Okay, so icebergs are dangerous. These icebergs are very common near Greenland, in Atlantic Ocean near Greenland. Then coming to the climate of a place, you know, when we talk about the polar region and say the land is totally covered with the thick layer of ice, you can understand what the climate is. Extremely cold climate here. 0 degree all the time, minus. Understand? The climate of Greenland is called polar climate. When we talked about the climatic zone, frigid zone is there, where extremely cold climate is there. That climate is seen in Greenland. It remains very cold throughout the year. There is a very little rainfall. The temperature is always below 0 degree. During winter, one may not see the sun for several months. There is a heavy snowfall. Cold polar winds blow at a speed of about 160 kilometers per hour. In summer, it is bright and sunny. The sun shines brightly all the 24 hours in most of the parts, but the temperature is still 0 degree. So climate is extremely cold and it remains very cold throughout the year, and it does not have any rainy season like that. Very rarely it rains, but when it rains, the rain drops also get frozen. So there is no point in receiving the rain. Then sometimes a heavy snowfall takes place in this place, and and they cannot see the sun for several months. Only in summer season sun rises in the sky over here, and the sun remains in the sky for 24 hours a day. Understand? But still it will be cold over there. Only brightness of the sun they can receive, not the heat. Understand? So still temperature will be below 0 degree. In the coastal areas, the snow melts for a short period. It is not possible to grow plants due to very cold climate and thick cover of snow. Due to the very short summer season, only short grasses and lichens can grow here. The main activity is hunting, fishing. Sledges pulled by huskies are used for transportation. So here in the coastal region, that too in the southern part I showed you. Here only, here no question of ice melting. Ice melts during summer. So life exists only in these parts. Southeastern, southwestern part. And as it is having extremely cold climate, there is no question of growing any big trees or crops. That's why only small grass and flowering plants like lichens and mosses, small flowering plants grow here. That's why they have to depend totally on hunting and fishing. They make hole in the sea. Sea water also gets frozen, children, over here. Understand? And they make a hole in the ice, light layer of ice will be there on sea water also. They make a hole and they leave that fishing rod in it, and they catch fishes and seals in these places. Life of the people. Here, the people of Greenland are called Eskimos. Huh? The people of Greenland are called Eskimos, whereas the people of the polar region in the northern part of Asia, they are called Laps, Lapps. But the people of Greenland are called Eskimos. Understand? Flesh eaters, it means. But they don't want to call themselves as Eskimos now. Eskimos are the native people of this place. And you know about their, if we talk about their dressing, they totally keep covered their body. Only face can be seen. Hand gloves, shoes, they wear gum boots because they have to walk in the snow. Understand? And they wear pants made of seal's skin, and they wear the skin jacket with a hood. Now you have hood, cap laga vastundi attached, and they cover their body. They are stout people with yellowish color, and their skin always gets glow on their skin. Glow in the sense not a beautiful glow, some kind of shining, because ice is like mirror. The sunlight falls on the ice means it reflects on their face. That's why that kind of glow can be seen on their face. They wear a special kind of jacket called parka. Parka means it is a skin jacket with a hood over it. హుడ్ అంటే క్యాప్ అటాచ్డ్ ఉంటుంది, మీరంతా వేసుకుంటారు ఇప్పుడు. ఓకే, విత్ ఫర్ అండ్ స్కిన్ ఇట్ ఈస్ మేడ్, స్కిన్ ఆఫ్ ఎనిమల్. ఆల్ పీపుల్ వేర్ సేమ్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ క్లాత్. Men, women and children all wear these parkas to keep themselves warm. Such jackets are called parkas. They wear leather boots. They keep their heads covered. Men, women and children wear the same type of dress. The Eskimos do not live in permanent houses. During the winter season, they build igloos with ice blocks. The igloo is a dome-shaped house. There is a small hole at the top. Smoke or hot air can pass through it. A tunnel is built to enter the igloo. One has to crawl to enter in it. The fur skin is spread on the floor. The fats from animal is used as fuel. So in winter they live in igloos. Igloos are the houses which are built of ice blocks like bricks. They cut the ice like big bricks and they put one on another, and like cement they use snow to attach them and build like a dome shape. And here a small hole will be there through which sometimes light or hot air or even smoke can pass through, and at the end it will have a tunnel down, and the people can crawl. They cannot walk, crawl and enter the igloo. And on the floor they spread fur and animal skin like a carpet, so that they cannot feel the coldness of the ice. And they are skilled hunters, already I told. They use harpoons to hunt. Harpoons are like this javelin we call for throwing. Like this we throw with a sharp blade which is made of animal bones or iron, and this is called harpoon. It is built with some kind of animal thread. Harpoon. It is called harpoon. Understand? They have to sail in the sea near the coast. They use two kinds of boats. One is called kayak. Another is called These are two kinds of boats. Kayak is a small boat made of animal skin again. Umek is also made of animal skin. Kayaks are mostly used for transportation of men, women, and children from one place to another. And umeks are used mainly for transportation, for fishing purpose. Understand? They usually hunt big fishes, and at the coast they can even get the uh, what to say, walruses, seals, whales, etc. Understand? And seal is the all-purpose most dependent animal for them. They eat the flesh of the seal. They use the fur of the seal for making jackets, clothes, and fat of the seal is used like fuel. They use. They have to keep their igloo warm and lighted. No, to light the lamp, they use animal's fat, mostly seal's fat. They wait near, they make the holes I told you. In this and wait near for a fish or seal to come. Eskimos kill them with a harpoon. Understand? By piercing it into their body. And they carry it on sledges. Sledges are wheelless carts, wooden planks with some like this. I can show you wooden planks. Here, huskies are used for pulling the cart. Huskies are the polar dogs. They use huskies for pulling the cart. Understand? And other animals found here are reindeers, seals, walrus, polar bear, etc. And now their life is changing. Means what happened? Instead of living in igloos, they are living in stone houses near the mm, what to say, coastal area. They are called sod houses. Or sometimes in winter they build the tents of skin of animals. And instead of using kayaks and oars, now they are using motorboats for fishing, which are called skidoo. Understand? Nuuk is the biggest town in this area. It is connected to Europe and America also through airways. No question of waterways or any other transportation. Greenland today is critically dependent on fishing and fish export. The shrimp fishing industry is by far the largest income earner. Shrimp fishing. They catch the fish, process them, and export to other countries also. This is the main source of income for them. Minerals deposits are also there under such a ice. They what important rare minerals which are not found in any other place you find here. They are aluminium, nickel, platinum, tungsten, titanium, and copper are found here. These are the minerals. The country holds contests to attract the tourists such as dog racing, ice fishing, hiking, and cross country racing. Understand? It conducts many kind of races also to attract the tourists. Major airport is Kangarlusak airport on the west coast, and Kangarlusak international flights connect Greenland to Copenhagen. As of May 2007, Air Greenland initiated a seasonal route from Baltimore in the United States. Means now it is connected with some airlines also, Baltimore airline and Air Greenland, and the major airport here is Kangar Lusak. Culture here, they mostly follow the culture of the Americans. They follow Christianity here, and most of them uh, speak English. And they call now Inuits. They don't want to call themselves as Eskimos. Understand? Because Eskimos means flesh eaters. They don't want to be called like that. And they mostly follow their own traditions. Huh? And still they go for ice fishing. And here they will have many races. And they even have by traditional method, and they replaced the traditional method of fishing by firearms and modern technology. Association football is the national sport of Greenland. Association football is the national sport of Greenland. And now, but Greenland a member of uh, is not a member of Federation of International Football. It plays only for its own country, not for international level. This is all about Greenland. I stop here. Explanation is over. Tomorrow let us start with notes. So thank you children.